Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jerusha, and first and foremost, thank you for being here. Thank you for clicking on this video. Welcome, come in, pull up a chair. So I am new to YouTube, but I have decided to start creating content because I feel like we need to have a space where we can come and really bear all, where we can come as our raw and authentic and true selves in order to evolve, in order to grow and fulfill our purpose. This channel is all about ascension. We are all about showing up fearlessly, living in our purpose, being our best selves, vibrating on love. We're going to jump straight into the nitty-gritty, okay? So today I'm going to be doing a simple everyday foundation routine. I'm staying home, so I will not be adding like eyeshadow or any eyelashes. I'll be behind my computer doing work all day. So we're going to do a simple foundation routine while we talk about spiritual practices, specifically praying. So, yeah, let's jump straight into it.
So first and foremost, I do want to say that spirituality or praying, particularly in this case, is not a one-size-fits-all thing or idea. Okay, I always say that you go towards what makes you feel good. So if this is something you just want to know more about or something that you're interested in trying, then this is probably a great video for you. If you're not at all interested in that, then this is probably not a good video for you. But as far as prayer is concerned, why is it even necessary? Why is it even something to consider? Well, through my own personal experience, I've come to understand that the universe itself recognizes energy, and it recognizes frequency and vibrations. So it's not enough to hope something. It's not enough to just wish for something. In order for you to relay your message to the universe, you kind of have to speak its language. So before, we even invented language, the way that animals communicated with human beings and human beings to the earth and so on and so forth was through vibrational frequency. That is the source of our being. That is pretty much the one language that everything in the universe understands, and that's frequency and vibration. So when you pray, it's not even so much about your words. It's more or less about the frequency, the tone that your vocals are making, that the universe is able to see it for what it is and understand it and do something with it, utilize it in some sort of way. And that goes the same for action as well. When you put things into action, it creates a frequency, it creates a vibration that the universe is able to recognize and tap into. So who are we speaking to? Well, it took me a long time to create my own hierarchy or gang. And I would say this is all based on your own personal research. This is all based on what you feel comfortable with as far as your culture. For me, I pretty much have 4 people that I address through my prayers. First is the higher being and higher consciousness, and that's because it's source, right? It is literally the beginning of everything. Okay, so I address source and then I move on to addressing my higher self. Now, I believe us as human beings, we have different versions of ourselves that we don't remember, so I've had many lives, many lives, and I've gone through many different processes in my soul's experience. And all of these processes is to acquire information, is to acquire knowledge from my higher being to utilize so that we can be literally the most evolved version of ourselves, the most evolved version of our spirit. So I address the higher being because that is the higher consciousness that knows my history. It is the higher consciousness that knows my future, and it is the higher consciousness that literally all of my lives, all of the things that I go through is doing it for. So I address my higher consciousness to assist me in my purpose, to assist me in finding things that I need to in this life. After I address my higher self, I move on to addressing my ancestors. And being a Black woman, I address my ancestors for all of the sacrifices that they've done, okay, that made it possible for me to be able to have the home that we live in, that made it possible for me to be able to go and do the things that I'm now able to do. I also address specific ancestors that I know were really good with making herbs, or that was really good protectors, or was really good in school and things like that. I address them as well to ask them to assist me in my path and in my purpose, and be able to give me the tools necessary for me to achieve certain things in certain fields. Okay, because your ancestors, they got the tea, they got the tools, they got the information, they already went through this life. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're literally like our elders that have already went through the processes. So the best way to understand and experience, the best way to have the proper tools to be able to achieve something is to go to someone who's already done it, who already got the answers. Okay, you know, just let them know that I see them, I hear them, I respect them, I appreciate them for all that they've done. After I address my ancestors, I move on to addressing the deities and the different beings on the planet and in the universe that has a part to play in my life, that has a part to play in me achieving the things necessary for my soul and my spirit to progress. When I address any of these beings in my prayer, I always make sure to call for the ones that desire my highest good, because not every deity, not every god, not every being, not every ancestor desires your highest good, right? So when you call these entities, just make sure that you ask for the ones who desire you to be better, who desire you to grow, who desire you to flourish. You want those energy sitting at your table. We're basically calling a session. Okay, we're calling a session where we start to reach out to these people. So you want to make sure that all of them have your best interests and the most pure intentions at heart. As for deities, that's based on my own personal preference. You know, growing up in Orisha Baptist faith, we were taught certain information about our culture and about our history, and I pay homage to those ancestors because I understand the role that they play in my process as a human being on this planet. And once again, it's not a one size fits all, so you do you, boo. You do you. So after I address everyone that I address, I make sure to start out with gratitude, right? I always make sure to go in with what I am thankful for. Thank you for assisting me. Thank you for guiding me. Thank you for showing me the way. I tell them what I'm grateful for. I then move on into asking them to support me in the best way that they can, to assist me, right? To bless me with the things that I desire. So to summarize this entire thing pretty quickly, one, I would say to give yourself space to identify why it is that you want to pray and why it may be important to you without judgment. Two, do your research. Look at other religions, you know, ask your friends, ask around. So you might get tips, you might get inspiration from other people and from information. Three, identify who it is that you want to address and who you want to speak to. Speak from your heart. And you know, starting out, you may not have all of the words, but eventually, as you continue to shift your paradigm, as you continue to make this a part of your practice, your soul will speak. Four, always start with gratitude. No one likes a gimme person, and that includes spirits and ancestors, okay? Always start with gratitude first. Five, love yourself through the entire process. It is not easy shifting your paradigm. It is not easy tapping into yourself. So, you know, just make sure that you love yourself through the process and be kind and forgiving. I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning into this video. Please let me know in the comments if you're going to utilize any of these things, if you have any tips or tricks that you would like to let people know about. And I appreciate you coming here and being a part of the community and a part of the space. So until next time, guys, with love to love from love. Peace.